But surely Gambit knows this, so they're baiting the Pugna out.
They might have forgotten it. I mean, sure, they banned Husker. I think
they're not going to forget about a Pugna when they pick up an OD 4th. They know that there's a Razor and a Pugna in the pool. Oops, they hopefully didn't run out. Puck.
Puck rather than Pugna. And you're all right. It is a quote for profit. We're seeing he did this in the past. He did it. I remember he did this a few times in the past. He would be like one of the most farmed profits in the game. Yeah,
you said yesterday. Yeah. You know, Koifa, he likes the money.
He likes the money.
We're gonna see him.
We're gonna see him get the money.
Get the
money. Or
at
least try to get the money.
Yes.
Now, have you seen Jerry Maguire?
No. What's that?
Oh, show me the money!
Yes, there we. Thank you, Sheep. Thank you for
You're
saving
welcome.
us because Owen clearly doesn't watch movies.
He does not.
Because that could have been a really good thing we could have had there quoting
all together.
Yeah, that. But I saw his face and he had the question mark over it.
What film is that from?
From Jerry
It's
Maguire.
with Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, where he's a sports agent and is trying to get his. Let's say I was your agent and you were trying to get more money, but I was the only person in my agency.
And he was a very aggressive salesperson in the start. Like, he was one of those salespersons that was, like, very aggressive in your face, but at some point, you know, he changes and he becomes
realizes
nice and stuff, yeah.
It's about personal relation. But anyway, who do you have in Game 3?
Oh, I don't know. I like the Prophet, but only because it's going for Prophet. I don't think I like it in the current game. So, but I do like the Keeper of the Light. I'm going for I'm going for Gambit.
Gambit.
I'll go for Alliance. I think
Quote
for Profit is exactly what they need, and it's like his lone druid. This man knows how to micro, he knows how to farm. I think we're going to see Quofa at the top of the net worth, and he's going to carry the boys on Alliance.
Loot.bet is saying that Gambit is the favorite here. Put $1 on Gambit, you make $1.56. $1 on Alliance, you make $2.23. Which team is going to be alive for the $50,000 first place? Let's see.
Will we get the Alliance versus NaVi rematch tomorrow in the lower finals, or will it be Gambit versus NaVi instead? That's what we're about to find out, Cal. The winner of this game moves on to the lower finals. So final pick Puck after how the draft finished out right there. I mean, I was here on the panel. They wanted Pugna. We constantly see this hero ban against OD, and even with the Ursa. Is there a reason why you see they didn't pick Pugna?
Well, I think notably they wanted a 3 position for Boxy, who prefers these playmaker type supports. In addition, you wanted something to synergize a bit better with the Troll, and Puck has this 60 damage talent that makes him incredibly well synergized with said. Oh wait, never mind. Old Troll, Jesus.
It's actually well, Puck has 70. Well, Battle Trance, So, I guess that no longer exists, and it's actually 75 damage now. On that, those talents got bought. It's level 15 because it's also 15% spell amp. I believe they choose from. It's pretty ridiculous.
It's the same method. Like, you still control the BKBs, right? All of a sudden, that Gambit triple BKB won't mean anything if you have an Ags on Puck. And in addition, they needed a playmaker. You don't want to play a Pugna in this kind of game where you're sort of all in on this idea you'll just be able to outpush your opponents. Plus, Puck is a better laner, so I just really like it.
Okay, we're seeing some clever tricks coming out.
How
was it? How did they do it?
Okay, so what they did is...
It was a tree?
No. What? Wait. I was going to say maybe Prophet had TP'd there, and then they tossed Coddle, or maybe... He's just standing to the right of the hill.
And then it hit up there. Yeah, exactly. That's I think what it was, yeah. Who was, wasn't it OG, I believe, that did the whole Beastmaster Hawk trick with Tiny?
That's pretty hype, though. That's what I think it is. Alliance using a pretty cool mechanic as their Game 3 strat.
What happens to that creep? It just stays there?
It can't. It chills.
It just chills the rest of the game? Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. Okay, Alliance busting out some big strats here. Again, this is a big deal after all. $100,000 prize multiple on the line here for this tournament. All right, so the laning phase coming about, though, it is going to be the Koik Nature's Prophet, all about the money, as they're saying. He's going to be looking to have some good farm. He's against an Ursa Phoenix, though. Right now by himself, but, I mean, so far he's doing great in the CS. Phoenix is, I guess, getting a pull-off.
I mean, Furion just crushes Ursa. There's like nothing you can do about it either. It's quite frustrating.
So that's why they're just finally leaving it down there and they're trialing in the Troll instead.
Yeah.
The top lane.
This is the right play.
Okay. So that means Puck, Boxy's actually in the mid lane.
Yeah, but he's crushing it right now. I think this is the right decision. Puck versus OD is definitely Puck favored. And again, going back to why you're picking this Puck. Oh, nice pull by Insania there. He'll get 2 archer denies off that in the third if you count the one standing on top of the hill.
It's got a good
watcher
view
on the wall.
Yeah.
I lost my whole train of thought, but Puck's an active playmaker.
Yeah.
When you have Furion, I loved playing Furion in Puck because you land a coil, Prophet TP's in. Puck's this excellent playmaker, wave clearer, but you don't have any tower pressure. Furion solves that problem for you. Then, of course, Troll, secure the late game, help out with Roche. Just real nice.
Well thought out draft coming together. Ursa, he had that pull that he was happened to take advantage of from his teammate Phoenix. So his CS is starting to jump up a little bit at the bottom lane, but he's the only one right now on the dire side that's doing pretty good. OD is starting to catch up somewhat, but again, so far favoring Alliance. Goes back to that point, but yeah, I mean, Boxy, this is he's been playing offlane obviously for Dota 2 in his career for the most part, but you know, he has that mid lane history in the earlier Han days, so it's nothing new to him. And the Puck equivalent, actually, he was known for playing quite a bit too. So safe to say, comfortable hero.
The new meta, like 2-2, 2-1-2 every game, pretty much. There's no more roles. You're a core, or you're a 4, or you're a 5. That's how it goes.
It really does feel that way. That's a good point, actually. A lot of interchanging can happen as a result. You see him zoning out the OD there as he gets a salve delivered. Bottom lane, though, I believe, yep, Tiny's rotated. So they are going to send some help for the Nature's Prophet. At that bottom lane, he's going to take a look at the split screen. Quickfoot's porting, actually. I assume he's just porting back to base to regen and then teleport back in, but...
Fox is playing this lane really well.
There we go. Yeah, dodging constantly as far as the damage goes.
Just trading hits effectively, CSing nicely. There's a few more denies. As I say that, he misses the CS. Sorry, Boxy.
You got to stop doing that,
My
man.
bad.
Stop praising FNG. You need some praise right now. As no, he'll be fine. Brasho wears up, but the whirling axe is someone missed Mickey now. He's actually the one in trouble, isn't he? Nice. Oh, but he goes back in for the kill with another whirling axe's melee form. He popped the salve to heal on up, and Afterlife is holding his ground, has that Chaos Strike, but not going to be able to man up enough.
Oh, what a player McKay is, man.
Another salve on top of it. He's going to die now. Why did you say that?
You scared the shit out of me. Nah, but bottom, I think this is great just because you can see the Prophet's actually keeping pretty even with that lane, even though he's alone. You're going to have a TP in from Phoenix, but it's too late.
Yeah, not much Phoenix can do there.
He's in a little bit of trouble, too. The coil just came active. Oh, no, never mind. That was level 5. But you will have another toss. You'll have another toss, toss. There we go.
Pavaga gets it. And Immersion's dead. So, yep, that TP ends up killing him in the end. He, can't fault him for trying to help, of course, but it's unfortunate timing.
Dude, you're going to do something real cool here. Tiger's going to camp it. He's going to get coil. He's going to coil the guy. He's going to toss him out of the coil. And
so they're going to get another kill here is what you're saying.
I think so.
Well, he's got a couple, 2 or 3 more creeps before that level 6 hit. So Taiga's rotating to the bottom lane now.
Oh, it's because Ursa's
the time being.
Maybe, to camp the runes.
5-minute runes,
yeah.
Oh, look at this block coming out from Quake Buzz. More block to Sprout. He just has things to run around, and he'll be fine, but it does zone out the boundary arena as expected. Afterlife, he has a Frost Shield. It wears off there, though. Mickey is going in. Whirling Axe's range form connects. Insania, Illuminate's coming in, too.
The cooldown's just immediately back active. Because
the chakra.
Yeah. It's really cool.
That's true. We're seeing more and more of the chakra synergy, man, as Afterlife wants this kill, but the miss. The Whirling Axes made a miss. There, even if he hits there, I don't think there's a chance he kills anyways. That was just a desperate move in middle lane. Here we go. No toss to snap, but you know what? Not even needed. Alpha9, he dead.
Prophet Puck. Very simple. Coil, TP in, easy peasy.
Alliance is feeling it.
Oh yeah, this is the vintage Alliance. So how much better do they play when they have global mobility? I'm telling you, that's the secret to Alliance, and I recognize a lot of similarities between the way they excel at playing Dota and the way like My Complexity always did.
You can appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Dota. I don't know what it is about us, but like Han players switching over had a more difficult time reading the map and just kind of understanding how to move and how to push lanes. There's so much emphasis on pushing lanes, who's pushing the lanes, where are they pushing lanes, how far, blah, blah, blah. You have these global mobilities, all of a sudden, your draft has no chill whatsoever. You don't have to worry about that one side lane that idiot keeps pushing, the Rat, the Bulldog player. Uh-oh, Boyfa.
He's trying to make a Bulldog play right here, get the hell out of dodge, and you know what? He will. No double tap in there. He just ports back to base.
Easy.
Who's that? Orange is moving bottom. That's Taiga. In fact, Nature's probably going to TP back in, so.
Yeah. What did they ban? Because if you're playing Alliance, don't you just ban Fury and Lone Druid?
Well, they
Chen
banned Lone Druid and Chen.
What was the other one?
What was the other one? I don't know. They're napping over there.
I don't know. Yeah, it's Alliance plus Globals, man. They're just too nasty with this. I don't think you can give it to them. But hey, you know, I guess it's only 5-0 CS, relatively even. Although Alliance does have a bit of a lead. They want to start accelerating the tempo here. They want towers. They want towers ASAP and up Lich. Just kidding.
Well, Mickey is the one that might be in trouble. As I say, that blinding light comes out, the rolling axis to talk about missing. You see several white tucks coming out with a miss. The misses continue. Mickey gonna survive just long enough, trying to get the turn kill on FNG. They do kill Chaos now, but here's those rotations specifically for Nature's Prophet. The avalanche stun. FNG goes down too. So Mickey falls, but they get 2 out of it.
And it's, once again, the Prophet teleport. I mean, they're just playing this game way too quickly. Love the max silence on Boxy as well. It means that when he coils, he can just ensure that the OD doesn't get that Astral off for quite some time. It's also more fun. You want to... Uh-oh. No, he's fine. You want to preferably CS with your W because it ensures that you don't have Orb on cooldown now, which is really the only way you die as a Puck in a game like this. There's really not much to deal with Puck here. Another reason I like it over the Pugna, just because you
here we go.
Toss him out.
Oh, didn't toss him out. And Afro9 with the turn of the Sanity's Eclipse. He kills Taiga, but he does end up dying at least. Koikfa, of course, rotating in. So, yeah, I don't know. He didn't really have a toss target, it seemed like. Puck was too close right there, so I guess I can't blame him. But FNG, he avoided the Illuminate. That might be the difference maker. Looks like it is. And so, yeah, they've kind of just shifted lanes now. Mickey, he's taking over the safe lane. Coddle's there, too. Nature's Prophet, he'll make his way to the top, and again, he can farm heroes, he can jungle. NP really is such a top-class hero, and it is almost interesting that we don't see it more, but Alliance knows how to use it here. God, that Lich farm, by the way. Oof, not feeling good. He's got a smoke.
Really?
See what we can do with that.
I know they added those to the game. Is that a cosmetic? Like on use or something?
Makes you into smoke. Mortal Kombat 11, you excited?
What? 11? What?
MK11.
Oh.
That's where I was going with that train of thought. I don't know. That was definitely a
I don't even know what
there.
MK11 is.
You know what? Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh.
The video game, the fighting game.
Oh, okay.
Smoke is a character. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was just next level
you know,
right
it's
there,
just a game from your generation.
Well,
not experience. Nice job. Boxy in what's it called? Stopping the W from OD. Man, I am starting to like
Astral Imprisonment.
Muddle my words, which is a shame because this
third
game is
cast
good.
in a row, man.
Yeah.
Grinding today. Well, this is it no matter what. And right now, Alliance looking pretty good. Bottom lane to Hawk. No toss, Taiga.
Well, the Fury ult, though, my God. It's so much damage on these low HP heroes. Like Phoenix, low level too. Phoenix is level 3, man. He has no game. Lich is, I think, level 4. These guys are suffering. A 4K advantage already for Alliance, but I think it's more impactful just the XP. And geez, all 4 bounties too.
3 out of them. Afterlife did get the 1 there. So yeah, I wasn't checking the 5-minute bounty rewards, but something tells me Alliance at least got 3 of those too. This net worth lead of 3,000 net worth right now. It's closer to 4,000, I would assume. And a Midas on Nature's Prophet. We are in the Midas meta. So no surprise there. He likes the money after all.
It's a fast one.
Yeah, Troll's going to go Battle Fury from the looks of it.
Right away?
Yeah, he at least he had the Ring of Health. He had the Void Stone queued up. So, well, he didn't have the full Battle Fury queued up, so maybe he's just going the Perseverance first, but...
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's... Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this again. So, Alliance, they won all of their lanes.
Okay.
So, you itemize to continue to accelerate, but to ensure that you can maintain this advantage. You kill your towers, and you look to start taking over the map and hopefully the game. I know, Koifa.
Oh, Nature's Prophet, yeah, a little too comfy here. Nice job with the Sprout, though. TP out. They do not have a stopper. Nope, never mind. Eat the tree, and they get through. That's 4 heroes that rotated up here, essentially, to get that kill, though. So, again, depends on how you look at it.
Koifa feels like we need stronger forest preservation laws. Unfortunately, he will go down, but it does buy space for his team. You still have players on both the other side lanes. Does use the Phantasm.
Perseverance again finished on Troll, so and that regen now as well. Mana regen does feel pretty nice in this hero when you want to spam those whirling axes. So
yeah,
perhaps for that, if anything. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go straight Battle Fury. He misses those range rolling axes quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. Aphanine, just middle lane. He dead. Was that a Dream Coil snap, maybe? It looks like Dream Coil was used initially. Oh, the Supernova connects on a Taiga. And thus, although the stick, so he's going to survive a little bit longer. Something tells me he might tick down back to the bottom lane. Here we go. Aphanine, excuse me, not Aphanine, Afterlife.
Yep.
Is fine.
This is good movement. You already killed top tower. Let's make sure we can kill bottom tower too. Rotate towards our troll. Ensure he stays strong. This is a dead tower, and nice. They give it the last hit to Mickey. You always want to make sure you last hit towers, carry players. It gives your team, well, it gives you more gold and your teammates less, but as a whole, when you add it all together, it is good for the team as you get, I believe, like 200 extra for tower last hits.
We saw that clever play on a Pugna player the other day. He decrept his own range creep
to
then last hit the tower, and you're bringing that up too. Yeah, it's small plays like that definitely add up. Blink Dagger choice on Boxy. It's 1,500 gold saved up. Talk about making plays item. Of course, that's good for that. And Battle Fury, he did end up queuing up the full Battle Fury. Maybe it's just, again, the pace of the game. He feels very comfortable. Can afford to get it right now. Either way, when he finishes it and this rate, it's going to be fast. Definitely looking to accelerate quite quickly. Already at 5,000 everything. It just keeps climbing up 1,000, it seems like, every time I look at it. There's a Hand of Midas finish on Ursa. So at least he has his early farm item now. Is that too greedy, you think? Hand of Midas on Ursa?
I want to say yes, but let's be real. This patch, anyone can buy Midas.
Yeah.
And if you lose a game and you don't buy Midas and you feel like you were too poor, that's like, you're going to be like, I should have. I don't know. It's game 3. These tend to be the sloppiest of a series, so if there were a game to ensure you were invested for the late game, this would be it. Like how Alliance is playing, though. Continue to pressure these objectives.
Oh, man. It's 90 damage, by the way. I thought it was 75.
What?
Jeez. Yeah, it's
holy
shit. 90 damage. I know, that's a lot of damage.
We doubled it since previous patches. Oh, what do you know? Insania with a huge ult.
Yep.
What a surprise.
Blinding Light push back there. This Ursa cannot even play his character right now. Running around in circles. Not different. They just can't connect it, man. Yeah, the Illuminate whiffs completely. He got farm. All right. Yeah, they get the kills, though. It wasn't the prettiest of kills, but it happened.
Isn't it crazy? Like, they were showing mid. You're like, oh, Alliance is pushing our mid tower. We got to defend. And all of a sudden, there's 4 heroes top and you're dying.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even do anything. I feel bad for the Ursa there. I mean, he's got a Midas. It's cool and all, but it doesn't help you kill the Ignis Fatus that just gets dropped in front of your face. CK ult pop bottom, Phantasm used, but maybe you're going to look to get involved here. Koifa could still regular TP down there.
Ignis Fatus. Afterlife. He's gonna push his tower. Again, popping the Phantasm for this. Pulls in Taiga, but not killing him. He just wants his tower kill. Can Taiga deny it? It's in an eye range now. The Wrath of Nature already coming through as well. You know Nature's Prophet's coming on top of that. In fact, Mickey joins the party. The whirling axes. Yeah,
he's missed so many this game.
His range for whirling. Yeah, he needs to have target practice here in the near future. But Afterlife, he's still running along. Do they have a Dream Coil? Not yet. Boxy. Where the hell did he go? Oh man, what a TP.
Do you know why this is? It's because Alliance. They weren't at that last TI, right?
Yeah.
So they at the pre-party for TI, Valve hired this like company that allowed just had axe throwing. Like that was what we did. That was the entertainment.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually think I
we did
remember.
axe throwing. Yeah. And Alliance wasn't there.
Mickey wasn't
so
involved.
Mickey, he doesn't have that practice. It's
Alliance,
not surprising.
Part of their boot camp. Maybe that's the secret. Get some axe throwing competition in or something. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds stupid. But yeah. I suppose you could try anything. Yeah, he's missing quite a few, and right there it actually arguably made them miss the kill. If he connects, that slow comes out with a little bit of damage. Who knows? But Chaos Knight did make it away. The lead going down a little bit in favor of Gambit as far as only 4,000 now, and getting the Hand of Midas doing work on Ursa. But there's the Battle Fury, and look at this massive push mid lane with the Trance. Should be a mid tower kill. Phoenix in the area, but do they afford it? No. That's an easy tower kill. Quick foot credit. Haven't really used the blink just yet from Puck. He has Dream Coil up in 5 seconds. He's looking with the NP.
Midas counter 3, but you got a Battle Fury Midas on Alliance, and only the double Midas on the Dire side. So I'd say resource acquisition about even as far as the scaling of these two economies.
Macro game favoring Alliance right now.
And the towers, which is key. Look at all the warding they've got. A ton of map control at the moment. And again, these deep wards on high grounds. They've got one in both sides of the dire jungle. It's a ton of map control there. And because they have this tower advantage, look at that. Like look at the spacing from Alliance. 5 men just spread out. Everybody farming.
This is a kill.
Yeah.
Easy Dream Coil. He's going to take the snap because he knows help is coming. Those rolling axes connect. Pops a Phantasm. Says, I got to try something. The illusions spreading out. They don't know 100%. Okay, yeah, they're pinging him out. They know for sure the TP is not going to work. Afterlife did his best. Using his Phantasm, though, for that even. And this is going to be more of a push now going for the Tier 2 tower.
You can see partly why they love Troll so much against the CK. You just whirling axe and all those Phantasms.
Doesn't matter.
Dead. Yeah.
Eat the tree, get the kill.
Beautiful. That's just how you play it as Alliance. You don't want to look to just shove down lanes or anything. Let kills happen organically, find pickoffs. And again, that's where the puck comes in. Boxy can always be looking to hunt. And you want to have that sort of playmaker every time you pick a hero like Prophet. The towers are guaranteed, but somebody's got to get shit done. And then Mickey, of course, with that Battle Fury, he'll be able to scale no problem. Taiga looking, he's got the blink.
There, it's a toss-up into the air. Boxy with the follow-up with the Waning Rift. And, oh, Doc, he actually lives for the time being. He's going to be fine for now, just hiding in the corner. He blinks on out, but at what cost for the rest of his team? Aphanite also caught by the Sprout on top even of the Will-O-Wisp.
All right. That could just be game, actually.
They're going to go uphill. Yeah, don't expect GGs by any means, as this is the elimination game after all. But it is a very favorable lead right now for Alliance.
Now, here's where you coil. Taiga blinks in, toss him out. I wanted to do it once.
Oh, no,
just once.
Ready. Okay. Yeah, you really want to see this play.
It's so good. And Han players, we all know how to do it. Here it comes.
Prove it. Taiga, formerly known as STST, by the way. On days. Yeah, they're pinging him out. They know he's there. They know that's exactly what he wants to do. Taiga, he's sneaking in, waiting for it. Troll just beating on the racks. Here we go.
Look at the damage
not going to be going off
did.
right there. The Dream Coil hitting a couple. FNG, he's just being locked down with his Ursa teammate Mickey. They get the racks kill. He's healing up with his Battle Trance and Afterlife. Well, he wants to stick around still, the rolling axes, but the Sanity's Eclipse finally comes down. They do get the kill on Troll Warlord after the fact. Coddle, Illuminate off to the side. Taiga, he goes ahead and bursts down the Lich. Ursa was, oh, that was Ursa actually. Lich also going down earlier, but Taiga now getting pulled in. And he probably is going to get picked off, so they get the melee racks. They do lose 3, though.
Respect to Alliance, though. That's how you play this sort of draft. You know, no holds barred. Just make moves, because at the end of the day, you're going to be a mistake away from a loss just because you have a Furion on your team. That's just how this Dota works nowadays, right? You want to continue to accelerate. So take the risk when the racks is on the line, not later for this Roche or 4 or 5 minutes down the line.
Now, Ursa buying back for this purpose right here. This is all in on Gambit, and they're not going to get it.
Yep,
not even close.
I love that. You know, Ursa bought back, his team is behind. Trade your buyback too. Prophet has no problem manufacturing gold in a game like this. Ursa's the one who needs help. And yeah, this is great. You know, take a risk. They got to what, 2 for 3? Oh no.
Oh, 4 staff snap. That was of his own doing. He gets his distance though, but there's a toss forward. Kato puts down the Will-O-Wisp, gonna hold him in place, has to gaze at that like a bug in the freaking trap or whatever. Bug in the rug. Okay, well, that doesn't make as much sense, but one of those
the trap.
Light trap. Those, you know, they suck you in the light. Yeah. Foxy. He's not gonna be able to chase down the Ursa, but Taiga's got it. It's okay. Even the tip coming out from Insania for his teammate. The Hawk is barely alive. Astral Imprisonment keeping him alive for the time being. Mickey. Did he pop Battle Trance? I believe so. He's still just hanging on there. The life's still kicking in, but Afterlife doing too much damage. Ursa did survive.
That's the Alliance I know and love. All right, it's like, oh, we bought back. Hey, we see a guy. Get that guy. And, you know, once the OD gets himself out safe. Oh, actually, he bought back. Once he buys back, you probably just run, because that misplay now, you did this cool move, I liked it, and now you've just given away Roche, quite possibly, unless Boxy can pull off some miracles. But that DD rune.
It's a DD rune, but they're a little bit low on life. Ursa specifically. Oh, look at this, though. Afterlife opens up. Nice jump on the phase shift. They get the kill, though, and they are going to be able to pick up the Aegis. Can't see who got it, but there you go. Quick fuck!
He denied it! Well, oh, with the tree!
Oh,
he had a tree in the pit!
The tree denies it. Insania going to get picked off, but definitely Alliance is satisfied right now with how that played out. Afterlife, he went too far for this. Yep. He is going to go down to Mickey, so yeah, it took a while because the enlarged mini-map was blocking that. But
yeah, remember, Gambit did play first and last series of the day. Both have gone to 3 games.
Yeah, it's a long
They've
day.
been a bit sloppy, a bit slow. Alliance, you know, not the greatest performance, not perfect, but they've done very well, and their draft has put Gambit in a position where they need to play nearly mistake-free Dota for this initial mid-game, just because otherwise they're losing buildings. Rosh denied, and all of a sudden it's like, ah, not again, not like this. And Alliance, now they're doing the discipline play, you know, farm out enemy jungle, kill the shrines,
Hey,
kill the
that's
shrines. Then we'll look to get aggressive, perhaps chase down some heroes.
Ursa and OD still sitting on no buyback for 5 minutes for Ursa, 6 minutes for OD. So they basically, Alliance has this window now with, well, they don't have the Aegis, but they still have that window of the idea of, yeah, you kill one of those cores, specifically both of them, especially, then this game really is over. So they got to feel like they're in the absolute driver's seat here.
Yep.
Troll's just going to go farm elsewhere. He wants the BKB.
Yeah, exactly. And the beauty of it is he's getting BKB at a point where they can hopefully close the game with it. And that's the best timing to be picking up these items.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Koifa pick one up as well. Also, my other thing about Puck Furion, right? Puck has this, like, just base amount of damage, right? That magical burst. The Prophet ult comes through, and it's just like, holy shit, a Dagon on every hero. And I feel like every fight starts, and these heroes are all at half HP already. And that's one of the downsides of all these strength heroes.
Yeah.
They are, you know, no one's buying a hood, taking a hell of a lot of magical damage. Grouped up as 5, but you can see Alliance still pretty much a pentagram around the map.
Well, you see,
Pentagon, rather.
Boxy had the sentry ward here, so Chaos Knight was coming in, and that's why he just phase shifted and blinked out. And he knows that they're in the area, but he feels very safe, of course. He has a Yules now, so yeah. It's a good reason for that. You take a look at the odds there. You head over to loot.bet. You can register for an account. Use the code Valentine. Right now, 1.23 for Alliance, 3.6 for Gambit. That sounds about right as far as how things are looking. I mean, it's still possible for Gambit. You win one fight, a big Sanity's Eclipse. Who knows what can happen, but Alliance definitely in the driver's seat again.
Yeah, I don't see them dropping the ball unless they make a couple throws, but I trust Insania. I trust the Coddle. So Gambit, if you hit a BKB timing pretty soon, maybe you could win that one fight. That puts you back in contention. But, I mean, you're playing against Prophet with no towers and no shrines, and your Rack's down. It just makes the game so much harder for you because you're just one mistake away from another Rax, and that's pretty much the Jeej.
Yeah. Ultimate Orb there on Puck. He's working towards the Lincolns.
And they've done a good job, too, because not only did they win the 3 lanes, but they all made sure to buy items that would help them accelerate. That's not going to work, Sonny.
Yeah, I was going to say, he should be able to easily get out, right? Ooh. And he does. So, oh yeah, they're TPing in, hoping to get the turn kill. There's another fight in the mid lane. It looks like a skirmish breaking out. I see Lich getting low with the life bar there. They want to kill the Phantasms and Illusions as we see. But yeah, nobody actually dies in the end. That was Taiga as well as Insania over there.
Boxy, a little worried there because he had to phase shift. I would have liked to see him like silence Q, phase, maybe look to coil after, and if he tries to TP, he heals. But just a little, you know, just playing it safe, right? You've got the game relatively in the bag. You just got to make sure you don't throw it away. But I'd like to see Alliance get busy sooner rather than later. You might need Aegis before you look to threaten high ground, which means we could have a wait, unless, of course, they find a way to break this game open, get some pickoffs.
Yeah, that is true. I was going to say, and they still have the 8, but that's right. I keep forgetting. They denied the Aegis, so yeah, we still have a good 4 minutes or so before Roshan could even be back up. Insania, he finds a friend/enemy in Chaos Knight. Blinding Light, he's doing what he can, but it's not going to work out, so easy pick in the end.
Even though Alliance is so far ahead, Gambit still has enough power to ensure that they're able to control these 2 bounty runes. And usually if you're completely outmatched, you're going to end up in that small concave around your base. But now, you still got about 50% of the map. You've got the tools, the Midases, that'll keep you scaling. It's all about the BKB timings. Those are the game changers.
Speaking of it, he just finished it on Mickey, and well, he's going to go for the kill in Afterlife here. No BKB needed there.
Yep.
Just simply found in a bad spot. They also just got the Crimson Guard finished on Nature's Prophet, and oh, by the way, he has a Solar Crest.
Nice.
So
that's an item I've seen Alliance utilize in pretty much every game. I'm surprised more teams haven't caught on.
Yeah.
Just for it's offense and defense now when you use it on one of your allies, and especially heroes like Troll. You utilize that attack speed and that plus armor, you become indestructible.
Yep, there we go. Top lane.
He's got Yules, he's fine.
Got the Yules, phase shift. Okay, Sinister's Gaze, good for this. There's the combo. Immersion's there with the supernova. He's like, got him. He's out. Oh, down to 50 life. Just not enough. That's a feels bad, man. And look at what's coming. Insania. He's got the Will-O-Wisp. You know that's coming out.
Do it.
Okay,
no.
never mind.
That would have been.
I was so ready for it.
Yeah.
Everyone
I like
was.
that he saved it though. You know, there's no hammer. I would see. If I'm Alliance, I would see about maybe looking to push this high ground. But again, Roche you want the Roche, right? It's just risky. In Alliance, they've played such a clean game so far. It's game 3. You don't want to go home. You don't want to make that critical error. Alliance, you know, I look and watch a lot of their qualifier games. They've been in this position quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know they're confident, but keep it cool, keep it calm, keep it collected. CC and C.
CC and C. Treant scouting out. Not going to scout out, though, because of the smoke. So this could work for Gambit. Got a nice flank going on. Nature's Prophet.
No egg, no hammer, though. Is this really the fight you want?
That is a good point. They did use those big cooldowns, and Alliance saw it. Now they see the Phoenix, Mickey. Starting to damage the tier 3. Now they're running over here like, wait a second. And here they are. Chaos Knight goes in. Insania going to be the focus fire. He goes down. No Will-O-Wisp. He buys back immediately, though. He's ready to come back in. Drinkroll locks down F9 to the backlines. He gets his BKB off, puts under Tiny. Ursa on top of Quakefa. Quakefa pops a Crimson Guard. The Gaze pulling him in. He's going to go down, actually. Chain Frost bouncing around as well. Quakefa's staying there for the time being. That buyback from Insania. Still no Will-O-Wisp. They lose Tiny as well. And now Troll has to run. They were able to get the kill on Lich, but Troll by himself for the time being. DeHawk going to start beating him down. Whirling Axe is coming out. He's manning up. There's that Astral Imprisonment, though. We talked about that with the Battle Trance. Very good counter to him. He is still focused on him, but he goes down in Alliance. They lose 3, I guess 4 even with Insania dying. Yeah, Gambit wins.
That's the captain fallacy in Dota 2, where you want to lead your team. You want to make these things happen and sort of direct the movement. But in this sort of the game, when you're a keeper of the light, you want to be a Tywin, not a Tyrion. Chill in the back line, sit on your horse and just watch and wait. And at a certain point, you call in the reserves, this big fluttering ball of light, all right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy face-checking the brush and just feeding immediately.
You get scars like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's... If that's anybody else getting jumped, maybe this fight goes differently.
Oh, yeah.
And I
100%.
look at the item choice by Boxy. You need Ags. If you have an Ags, then you can sort of counteract the BKB timings all coming up from Gambit. That was the OD BKB. You couldn't kill him. That was their initial target. And you know what could have possibly, though? You had tossed him out of coil. My man Taiga. Instead, he tosses him to creeps, but the BKB, as soon as he lands, he throws him into puck. Maybe it's possible. Probably still not, but... God, now you're in a tough spot. Like, Alliance, you're not very close to this refresher from Coddle at all. You've just lost this big engagement. And I don't think it gets any easier for you. There's a BKB on the CK now. I believe there's going to be a BKB on the Ursa. And Mickey, that last fight, you got to have better target selection. He chased the Lich through a Frost Armor with his BKB active. That's just not the guy you can go for. You need to take out a core.
Now, Roshan, it's a fairly longer Roshan respawn. I want to say it's close to 2 minutes even. So Alliance, has a bit of a window now before they could do that. They're going to look for a smoke clear themselves, and they at least find Phoenix, toss back in. There's drinks. Well, they're getting there, Kyle. They just need practice, okay?
He coiled him as he tossed this time, so that was nice. Now he's got to do it the other way around.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Don't worry. No, but
and there's
it's
the
a kill Phoenix.
CK.
And yeah, as you mentioned, that Chaos Knight. Getting a little beefier, so yeah, Puck, Puck's dying, by the way. Where is he? Bottom lane? That's Ursa was on top of him, so he survives, but...
They get the 1 rune, though, so they'll get an extra. Whoa, Taiga, wait, what?
Taiga, your team doesn't have Blink Daggers like you. And he went really deep right there. And, here comes Afterlife, pops a BKB. Does he have Phantasm? He does. Choosing not to use it yet, at least. Spread it up. He can't get out. He's just kind of chilling there.
It's
awkward. There's a Reality Rift.
Yeah, so remember what I said about Game 3s being sloppy? Sometimes it just happens,
We're getting to that point, yeah.
What is it, like 11:30 almost, local time, 10:30 for these guys. The fatigue is a real thing, right? It's
Sure, it is.
And we're getting into overtime at this point, moving towards the late game, the decider match.
Okay, here they go, though. They're going to sneak in a Roshan.
No BKB-CK. You've got a bit of a window here, but Taiga, please be cautious, my friend. I know you're a scary tiger, but you're all by yourself.
He's the bait right now. You could say there is no vision in the area, so it is going to be a free Roshan for Alliance. Troll takes both.
He's got to be careful. Again, these BKBs, man, it's tough for Alliance to win fights now because the Furion, as always, no matter how you build, I don't care if he has Crimson Solar Vlad's 50 armor or some such, he still dies so easily to the OD and the CK. if they're able to just get on top.
I was going to say OD doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
On armor, so.
It's pure damage, man. We'll see how this goes, but you got to be a little cautious. Play around Mickey. Make him the target. Kite these BKBs. Kill the Phoenix. Kill the Lich. And or try and burst someone before they can get that Black King bar off. Preferably that OD. You have a Lincoln's up on Boxy as well. Invis.
Toss Dream Coil. Let's go.
Let's do it. You can do it. They don't see the puck, which means if Taiga does this right, they could do this. Here it comes. They're going to do it. Coil the OD, toss him back. Coil the OD, toss him back.
The offensive fortification coming out there. You see him using the Astral Imprisonment on the siege creep. Gonna stall this, so not going for that play, but Mickey instead he's just running up. Hots rolling axis. There we go. Taiga, there's the goal.
They did it!
They get it off. Afterlife, he's in trouble. He goes down. He's out for 65 seconds to Hawk. Popping the BKB. Maybe a little overhype, okay, Mickey? Life still kicking in with the battle chance. They're dragging him in, though. This is the dangerous thing with that ability. However, they put him under. Supernova in the backlines. And Willowitz on top of that's kind of awkward. Not really doing a whole lot, I suppose. But they do kill Troll. Of course, Aegis will bring him up. Chaos Knight's still out of this fight, remember, for 45 more seconds. So he pops the BKB on Troll as soon as he comes up. Dahak just melts. No buyback. 90 seconds. He's out of this fight for the Sanity's Eclipse almost killed Tiny. Wasn't enough. It didn't even touch Mickey, though, because the BKB was actually still active. So maybe a bit of a misplay from Afanine. And now this Rax is dying. He's going to put him under, but at what cost? He gets top of the Sprout. They're 4 staff away, though. He's good for now. And there's
20 seconds. Plenty of time.
He has cheese as well, remember, so. Troll's feeling really good, actually.
You got Coil in 6. You know what that means. You know what that means.
We'll see.
There's no BKBs. It's even easier.
Here he jumps in, the toss. Out the call. Oh, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. However, it still should result in a kill. We'll see. FNG goes down. OD puts himself under, but knows he's in trouble. The 4 staff gets away, so never mind. It's not a kill. Spirit Vessel taking out Mickey, by the way. Does he have cheese still? I don't know if he actually has the cheese still, if he used it. But
so close to a win.
Yeah.
So close. If that coil's just a little more to the right.
The damage is there, though. The bottom racks, I think the range was still there and it got cleaned up, so the creep's pushing in. Obviously, they weren't able to kill the top racks yet, but...
They got a lot, though. They got some buybacks. They got some big kills.
There's a regen rune bottled up for Mr. Boxy. He's got the Lincolns finished, a gem on top of that, so the Vision game is going to be completely dominated now from Alliance. You see Dire Team only has 1 ward right now at that bottom rune. Other than that, it's a pretty dark map for them. All 3 lanes are being pushed in.
And you see Boxy recognizing, maybe I need one of this Lincolns, but it's definitely time for the Ags now.
Yeah.
You know that if you can just survive through the Gambit BKBs, it becomes child's play. You don't even need the coils. You just toss somebody on top of Mickey, and that guy's dead, no matter who he is. Mickey will stay the hardest carry in game.
And he did go the 8-second waning rift cooldown. So the -8 seconds, so it makes it a 5-second cooldown.
Yeah, I like that because it's again, it's super effective against heroes like OD. You just can't play against Silence. And it looks like they're just gonna walk straight back towards this top lane, and I don't blame them. They're in a strong position, and I like pressuring this lane because you want to at least force Gambit to stay in their base. They're getting all uppity down here, like, oh, we're gonna get these runes, we're gonna get 2, but no. Alliance makes some plays, and they're cutting right across the map.
Yeah,
they see this coming though. FNG knows what's up. He's scared.
Yep. Dire scans the area. Can they at least catch 1? No. Phoenix gets out. And it looks like the rest of them will be fine. We have Ursa still way down there, but he's already TPing back.
Great read from FNG. That line kind of proves like he knew what was up. A cool move by Alliance. Both teams really with the right idea. Alliance pushing top, kind of pretending like that might be a threat, and instead cutting across map. And it's kind of a 50-50. If they had pushed there, maybe you actually get a Rax because no one from Gambit is in the vicinity. But they choose to try and make the wraparound. Just, guessed wrong, but well played Gambit. They're going to make their own smoke gank nighttime.
Yep.
Here we go. Be careful if you're this Coddle.
Jumping in, yeah. Who did they catch? That would be Boxy, actually. The Lincolns and everything doesn't save him. The gems on the ground, by the way. Still just chilling there for the time being. Mickey. Dahak's running after him. Going to be fine. BKB from Dahak as Insania's taken down to a Spirit Vessel, but I believe he'll be good to go. But of all the heroes that they can catch and kill, you'd figure that would be the last one.
How did they even get him? He had a Lincolns.
That's what I'm saying. Something. I heard the pop go off, and then they locked him down. They do have several single targets, so it's one of those games where it's like a Sinister's Gaze is annoying, sure, Astral Imprisonment, whatever, but they have several. So
yeah. Oh, you know what? It's they probably just like blinked in, like spammed Hex and Stun, and they just
something was gonna hit.
Oh, you know what? Shadowblade out of stun with Hex Force from OD would do it. Because that's pretty tough to react to. Especially if it's melee range. I mean, they didn't have a sentry down. That was the downside. I think if Alliance is looking to play like this, they need to ensure they always have a sentry on some sort of choke point, or that could continue to happen.
Yeah, we talked about that with the Nyx Assassin game earlier. Stealth in general.
Yeah, but this, I'd be a little concerned. Yeah, look, Prophet's top of the net worth, that's cool and all, but this hero, that's what happens. That's what he's supposed to do. It's like an alchemist. But you fall off.
Well, yes and no. I mean, with the way he's building, yes. But, I mean, if he was building this right-click, complete, you know, Orchid, Mjolnir, you know, complete split push, sure, but...
Let me rephrase. You're never in a position as Prophet to be able to go toe-to-toe with the enemy's strongest hero, for the most part.
The way you're going to win with Prophet is that rat game, right? So.
But keep in mind, Gambit, yeah, they killed the puck, but they had to triple BKB for that. Because God forbid you get caught by the Ignis Fatuus, that foolish fire.
You just like to say that word.
I love it. Yeah, I mean...
I prefer to call it the Will-O-Wisp.
Not
the name there, but
the foolish fire, because the Latin actually translates.
Disco ball.
That works too.
That's what I call it in the beginning, but didn't really catch on too well.
Could just loudly yell the sun or something. That might work.
That's a Phoenix egg, right?
Does it? Yeah, it doesn't. It shouldn't foolish fire turn into daytime? Isn't it like a deity?
Like the supernova you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a supernova would give sun, but not like summoning Ra?
Just energy, ball of energy.
Maybe it's not enough. We get a rank, like a number.
Who do we need for that?
Lumens? I don't know.
I don't even know. Is there some guy that knows balls of energy and give us this info? The Hawk's just chilling here. Yeah, what? This is a mind game. It's he's like waiting for Nature's Prophet to show, and then vice versa.
It's cool watching these teams play, though. You know, we've been memeing a bit, but it's been a well-played game of Dota. Some sloppiness from both sides, but at least strategically, both teams have a pretty good read on the right conditions. Exactly.
Execution may be a little sloppy at times, but you can tell that leadership is there on both sides, FNG and Insania.
And it's wild, isn't it, to watch games that between teams that have captains, especially captains on the 5 position, and teams that don't really have captains.
Yeah. Well, I agree. We've seen that just in this event alone. So, Abyssal Blade finished on Troll. Okay, it's still so funky seeing a basher in general on a Troll, but of course I thought he works now. Actually pretty good.
And Alliance doing a nice job. They got all these wards outside the base. Gambit, they know what's up. They got double Midas. They got toss. There it is!
Got it. Afterlife, he's the victim to it once again.
That's all it takes, baby.
Does have a buyback this time.
Yep.
Still has Phantasm. So don't overplay here again, because with that buyback, you don't have your Dream Call now. You do have Will-O-Wisp.
They're going to look to do this, but Alliance knows. Alliance knows what's up. Just got to make sure Lich doesn't get some sort of free initiation off on you if you're Mickey. They have the glyph up as well.
The Hawk, nope, heals up.
Nice.
Frost Shield annoying us well throughout this. Crimson Guard popped offensively. There's the CK buyback and the immediate retreat from Alliance.
It's so smart. You can feel what they're looking to do. It's poke, force that buyback, and immediately turn out. So even though they're like threatening, it's as if they all have this imaginary line that they refuse to cross. And it leaves them with plenty of time to get out of dodge. Because the only real way the Gambit jumps you is if the CK goes and he's dead. And
who do they catch? That's Phoenix?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, the signs were off. He gets the Supernova. Will-O-Wisp is put down. Blindly pushed back, but Coddle, he's picked up in the backline. Kind of did his job, though, but the Supernova gets off. And now Taiga and Mickey, they're in a horrible spot. The hammer comes down. And the 3 are dead in total. Gambit's now turn to push. Can they capitalize? Head in the hands for Kyle over here.
They didn't even get the top 2 bounty runes. Now they will, but Koifa, he was like, guys, hey, there's a free 3,000 gold on the map. I'm going to go grab it. And Roche is going to spawn. Alliance.
They're just going to kill him. The silence wore off like that was at the last
didn't attack. It's like, look, if you're going to go for this kill, you got to commit. But also, God damn it, if it's not the same way, they'd lose all of these engagements. They see a guy, they're like, oh, let's kill him. Who gives a shit? Our top net worth hero is meandering through the river trying to get us gold, but no. We got this, folks. It's just the Phoenix. Well, you don't got this. Now there's a Supernova. Now you've somewhat thrown your lead a lot.
Credit to Gambit. They responded as they should. Boxy, he's fine. Just toying with them again.
Roche is up. That's Refresher. It's a free Refresher for the OD.
if they get it. Boxy's coming over. And Nature's Prophet is still, he's pushing. Look at the bottom lane, by the way. That is pressuring. One of the tier 4s is even already dead. So they are going to have to respond to that. And, I mean, they're going to get Roshan, though. It is going to be a refresher shard and everything, as you said. There's the Aegis, at least. I'm sure they gave it to OD as well with a refresher. Yep.
God.
Somebody else getting
I'm
cheese.
sorry. I know Loda's watching this right now. He loves these guys so much. They have so much potential. We've talked about it numerous times. How fucking good his players are. Mickey, Boxy, these kids are like top 5 EU in the MMR. But god damn it, Breaky.
Love the
they
passion.
could just find their chill. If they could find their chill, holy shit, could this team be good. They still could win this game, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's still
But
very
there's
possible.
a reason they're playing in this tournament and they don't have a minor or a major to look forward to. And the EU's just too stacked to make these. You can't throw fights anymore. I think in the past, right, these top teams were numerous mistakes better than your opponent, right? You could mess up once, twice. You can give away a Roche. It's still fine. But when you go up against like the Secrets and the Liquids and the Nips of the world, like we saw earlier today, NaVi made one mistake. Okay, Nips in the driver's seat. They're not going to mess up. They're not going to drop the ball. Like, Dota's real hard now. You've got to play incredibly clean, and it's not about even executing team fights. It's really just making sure you don't take that one huge bad beat where you really lose a lot. 3 heroes.
Do you think it's them not doing these replay reviews, like even watching moments like this after this game, or is it just that in the moment they just get too caught up?
Look, as someone who has a lot of experience playing on a team that threw games, sometimes all you can do is throw up your hands and think, oh my god, we drilled this. We ran through this. Like, you've done the simulation, all right? And somehow you're still crashing the plane into the river.
All right, well, see if they can at least land the plane safely here and complete it with a victory, because, again, they're still up 10K net worth, and things are good in that sense. And you got a level 25 troll, but yeah, you do have the refresher, the Aegis, and the cheese on the side of the Dire. And Gambit, when it comes to team fight, as we've now seen several times, if it wasn't obvious before, they most certainly can still win here. So,
and I don't want to take anything away from them. They turned that fight around excellently, but still, I mean, Alliance initiated on a hero that could turn himself into an egg. He got that egg
and
off.
delay it as much as possible.
They popped all their BKBs and won a fight effectively 5-1, 3.5. And then they walked into the Roche pit. So now it's a question of how does Gambit utilize this advantage? They were effectively handed on a silver platter. What do you get done? How do you win this game?
What did Troll get, by the way? Because I know he has that Battle Trance Dispels talent, and I'm wondering this game if that would have really been that great. Okay, he did. Thank you. Yeah, he did get that. So I'm trying to think that the strong Dispel that can do this game. There's not a crazy amount.
Phoenix W.
Yeah, like the slow, the Frost Blast, things like that. So it's not the craziest, I suppose. How does Fury Sword? You can't dispel Fury Swords, right? So with the strong Dispel? I don't know if that works. I doubt it.
It doesn't work.
No, so
in my head, it's like, I don't know, it's not the right terminology, but it's like a physical debuff.
Oh, when it comes to, oh, that's insane. I'm getting caught. And a split push up here. As long as he has a buyback, that's never the end of the world, but
it's a good move. They're making that play around the bounty runes, so now they're going to get at least 2. Taiga?
Yeah, they're going to catch CK, it looks like. Or they're trying to. Gassing off the mini-map here.
DKBTP, no, he's invis.
Oh, they don't have vision. Nope, they get it at the last second.
Didn't have dust.
Dust came in late. And there's 25 now for OD. That's important, of course. His 60 more seconds on his Arcane Orb Insteel.
See, Boxy picks up 4 dust. Never again, he says. Yep. I get what's good.
And they got another gem. You know, so the Dire team, I was going to say, Phoenix, look at this, by the way. We're going to see the Radiance finish.
This is what 90 GPM talent gaming, Breaky.
Yeah.
Let's check out the net worth. We know CK is the only hero without buyback, but he will have that up in 2 minutes.
Heck is this about there? He's kind of fooling them. Boxy's going to hide. Boxy, 25 for him is important too, of course. The 420 GPM. Speaking of these GPM talents, Immersion. Lane going to be tossed in. They're not killing him, though. In fact, Taiga's now in trouble.
Battle Trance, he can't back off now.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's being pulled in. Mickey, he's in a horrible spot. The Battle Trance going to wear off for the last second, too. He goes down for 100 seconds. He has a buyback. But what is happening? Gambit is turning this game inside out. They're going to take the Tier 2 tower. There's a double damage rune as well. Hey, Kyle, look. Double damage rune. You got the head in the hands once again here. It's, yeah, I mean, it was one thing for Taiga to go in, but a pop battle trance like that was way over ambitious. Yeah.
You can't turn it off.
Yeah.
That's a perfect...
It feels so bad.
It's a perfect metaphor for this game for Alliance, okay? They
true.
just couldn't help themselves, okay? They're like starving vampires. They smell a little bit of blood, and oh my god, they gotta just charge after the cheerleaders. God damn it.
The cheerleaders. Yeah, no, it's
befuddling, and it's so frustrating for me because I've lived this.
You're having flashback PTSD right now. That's why it hurts so much.
At least I'm only commentating it now.
Yep. You're on the other side, Kyle. You made it. Don't worry. There is the gem delivered to Puck. Again, 25 for him, like I said earlier, is going to be important. He's not there yet.
I have the distinction of being a member of, I believe, 3 of the 8 or 9 professional matches that have been lost against Mega Creeps. Might be more like 12 or 13 now. And I swear to you, on at least one of them, I'll take some blame. On 2 of them, I said, and I quote, "Okay, guys, all we have to do now is not feed without buyback for 4 minutes." And do you know what one time my Lycan player did, Breaky? Guess what he did?
He fed without a buyback.
How did you know? You know what they did? They were...
No names. No names.
I don't want to talk about it. It was actually before the Swedish era. That was in the dark days of trying out random pub players in the hopes that one of them could follow directions.
Not too good, I see. Bloodthorn coming along for Koikfa. He has 6,500 gold, and we see the butterfly progress on Troll. So they're getting towards these next tier big items, but it does go back to, as you're just mentioning, buybacks. You want to make sure you have buybacks in a game like this, so you cannot overdo it right now.
Look at the Phoenix's net worth, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
22K.
With the Radiance now on top of that, you mentioned that talent that he's had now for a while.
Or no?
I don't know if he had a Midas. I actually don't know. I know he had the Sheever. I would believe he did. I mean, I think he might have had one.
Maybe he sold one?
Yeah.
I don't know, but either way, 90 GPM for probably about 40 minutes or so.
Quick math, go.
3,600?
Sure.
Gold?
No, well, that has to be 36,000. No, 3,600. 36,000. 36,000 gold. Come on.
Oh, Boxy dies with the gem under his own Tinker Ward. Oh, no, sorry. Was that?
Well, there's 2. They each have one, it looks like, up there. Jesus. So, yeah, they're going to pause to rub it in as well. Again, he has a buyback, but...
You see that? You see the skeleton on the ground right there? You know what that is?
Where's that? Oh, right there, yeah.
That's actually the corpse of Alliance Chances in this game.
I mean, they still have a network. I feel like I'm a broken record now because, yeah, this is Gambit momentum 100%. They don't still have the ages, do they? It's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't believe they do. That's fun.
I just wish Alliance would stop doing that kind of juggling with their games. I'm gonna stop. You're just
on fire right now.
It's hard for me to look at Gambit and be like, "Oh, you guys earned this," because they just really they took what was given to them. So in that sense, they played a great game by staying in it.
Sometimes you have to take advantage of what the team gives you.
They said, if you want to win this game, Alliance, you're gonna need to beat us. You're gonna need to make that play. You're gonna have to push high ground and take a chance and out execute us. And Alliance just haven't proven they've been able to do that. And they stuck it out. Net worth finally reaching a relatively even distribution. 49 minutes in, Gambit can...
Now to try to continue to balance this out, the bottom lane is pushing in still. The tier 4 tower dead from earlier, so Alliance will always have that working for them.
Now, if you can get Eternal Envy into a chair, the Alliance fans could be happy because somebody... If Gambit just plays this game without TPs...
5,000 gold saved up on Phoenix, too.
The problem is you don't have anyone on Alliance other than Troll that could really do crazy base jumping shenanigans, and they haven't... Oh, okay. Glyph is down for a bit, but it won't be by the time they make a play for the base. But you could theoretically do something crazy, like have bots bought on Troll, you TP into the base with Profit, and just TP to the trees backdoor with a big puck coil on the back line.
You would hope you don't need to do that if you're Alliance, but I suppose that's something they could start thinking about at least.
Do you have a better idea?
don't put yourself in a bad spot. They just got a refresher on Coddle. I mean,
hey, that's good. That's a good point. Hey,
good.
If there's somebody that can bring them back, I trust in Insania. And remember, it's still just 5-second BKBs. Like, these team fights really all come down to, does somebody just die immediately, and what does this puck get done? Because you could theoretically, I could see a scenario where you get a coil off preemptively and people BKB anyway, and they're just squandered. That coil lasts, I think, for 8 seconds. So, like, all those BKBs are 5 seconds now. The downside is, of course, OD, Blink, Hex, BKB, and that refresher shard.
Yeah.
You got to be so cautious.
OD now bottom lane, pushing this out. See, Lich is level 20 himself. There's, again, he still has that refresher shard, yeah. As it just talked about. So Roshan, this would be a tier 4 Roshan. It's up in about, I want to say about 20 seconds. Mickey's going to chill there for now.
It feels like Gambit, they kind of have a read. Like, hey, we don't actually need to do anything. Alliance eventually is going to try to kill us. Until then, we'll just chill. Because it's
been working well so far.
Yeah. Like, they still have the refresher shard from the last Roche. They didn't even use the Aegis, I don't believe.
No, they didn't.
It just despawned. You got Nullifier now on Ursa. He's going for Battle Fury next, which is a weird item on Ursa, but you actually have to do that because you're playing against Prophet.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, you need to have the anti-sprout. Because otherwise, we see in that infamous game, Arteezy got sprouted like 7 times. Yeah. You just lose the game, potentially, if you don't avoid yourself. Oh, no,
they catch Puck again. No, he does have a buyback again, but this Linkens is useless. I got to say it. It's 100% useless. You get the Linkens to not get caught like that, and that's, what, the 3rd or 4th time?
Yep, and that delayed the Ags. Which, oh, no.
Oh, no, Charles Scott. There's the buyback, so Puck, he's in it now. Will-O-Wisp put down. Mickey, he just has to run, though. He's disarmed completely, Nullifier on top of him, but looks like they'll be able to retreat at least.
And conceptually, I'm starting to love this Phoenix versus Will-O-Wisp. He just pops the egg every time, and it was a lot like the way the old school OG sometimes countered Undyings with Phoenix, where you just placed a stronger structure down, and this orb of the team fight was just something the enemy side could not deal with.
Ooh, Alliance with no Will-O-Wisp. Oh yeah, Quakefoot gets stunned in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Nullifier up on him too. The Arcane Orb's coming through. Double force tap the coil on the back lines. Hitting 3 heroes, has the Axe on top of that. Remember, Mickey's coming. He's slowed down initially. The refresher jar was popped by Alphanage. We could be seeing that big hammer coming down any second. Mickey, he's being locked down. A couple of bash procs for the Ursa. There's the Abyssal Blade as well. The BKB's now worn off. Alphanage, does he have a chance right here? They're locking up Mickey. There's the hammer that we expected. The buyback though immediately for Mickey. The Will-O-Wisp put down, and that will make Gambit retreat, but buyback on both Puck earlier, and now the Troll.
Still a 5-1-5, though. Anything could happen. Now, all the big spells have been used. That was a sick coil from Boxy. The only reason they weren't wrecked in that engagement. All 3 BKB heroes were stuck in the coil. 2 of them broke it.
No tosses, though.
We don't get everything
in that moment, yeah. It's the Dream Coil did work, but still, I also noticed in that last fight again, Troll, This Ursa was just bashing him like crazy.
Oh, yeah. And it's big now because you...
those odds, are you kidding me?
The bettors have had enough.
They're like, there's no chance. Alliance has no chance now.
Anyone betting on Alliance has left the stream in disgust by this. I'm just kidding.
That is ridiculous, though. They have a tier 4 tower. They have 2 sets of racks in a set. And I understand they're down net worth now, and the game hasn't been going the greatest, but...
No, anything could happen.
Yes, anything can happen in this game, IMO.
The 2 of the legends of Dota, Dendi and No-Tail, have both made many comments on the ridiculousness of late-game Dota. It is not predictable. It is not fun in a lot of ways. It's just wild and crazy, and you hope at the end of it you walk out with the W.
Well, you asked for a close game, Kyle.
I did.
We're getting one.
And no buybacks, Troll Puck. I think if you're Gambit, you wait for the big spells, the Phantasm, the Hammer, then you look to get aggressive because you know you've got this win condition window. If you can take out Boxy again, you've had success picking him off.
Yeah.
That's 150 seconds you'll be able to possibly just win this game.
25 Nature's Prophet I know is going to be important.
God, that's depressing. Since 42 minutes.
Yeah. As you see the dive.
No kills for Alliance.
Oh, yeah, the green dots there. That's what you're pointing out. Yeah, that's...
all the momentum with
while.
Gambit. It pretty much, since that last Roche, since they took the Roche, Gambit have found kills, Alliance found nothing. And there's a big smoke. The long wrap around, the FNG special. Alliance could get caught with their pants down. They've got a ward to protect them, but they don't realize that the long wrap is coming. FNG is going to pop, but...
Tiny.
Oh.
He's in Vis. They're pinging like crazy. The Sinister's Gaze pulls him in. Tiny's going to get caught. I believe he has a buyback at least. It looks like he does.
Yeah, but great move as well because they're making that play on the bounty rune. So Taiga gets caught looking.
Yep, you snooping there. And this could transition into that fourth Roshan now.
You give it away.
Give it away now.
Dude, I can't believe you said that. Breaky, my man. I was thinking that in my head, but you know.
RHCP.
God, this game's long enough that we're developing a synergy.
We figured it out. Okay, this is an easy Roshan kill. Yeah, they are just going to give it up. And once again, it's going to be a refresher shard for OD.
It gets to the point now, and this is a strategy I've seen employed before. It's called the giveaway Rosh because it makes it too complicated for the enemy team. They have too many items. They start having to backpack their boots, and now all of a sudden they don't have bots. Like, look at this OD. He's got so many items.
Yeah.
Like, this is tough. He's going to have to swap the refresher in. Maybe he misuses it. Maybe you accidentally put your BKB in backpack. These things happen.
Help but sense your sarcasm.
No, I'm actually 100% serious. I have seen this happen before where the team that gets the Aegis, the refresher, and all these items actually throw because they have too much to handle. Too many cooks, right? You have one guy making soup. I got 17. Yours still comes out tastier because it's not so damn complicated.
Okay, now that's an interesting way to look at it. Battle Fury finished on Ursa, and we talked about that earlier. It's not something you usually want to see, but it's a mix of not only the answer to Nature's Prophet, but of course he wanted some creep clear in a game like this. And I was going to mention the Mjolnir, but again, the point you brought up with the NP makes the most sense as to why he went this instead.
Because that's all that Alliance is still about. You know, they want to kite these BKBs and just wait for that perfect opportunity. They're the heavyweight, they're bloodied, they're bashed, they're bruised, but they've still got enough potential to land that knockout punch if they can get one of those sick combinations. Insania, I'm looking at you, baby. Maybe a toss out of coil, who knows? Got a lot of options here. I like FNG went back for the Vlads, even though somebody else had purchased it before because he knows that his team needs one, and everyone else is too damn farmed. So it's got to be him carrying it now.
No, nothing wrong with that. I mentioned earlier, NP getting 25 would be important. He did just hit 25, so he has that no cooldown now on teleport. And again, in a game like this, it could play a role where he's going to be constantly trying to split push. And right now, he's still with the team, but
57 minutes in, this is the first time we've seen an aggressive movement from Gambit. They might actually threaten the high ground of Alliance.
They haven't yet. No, that's a really good point. They just killed the tier 2 bottom. They have not touched tier 3 yet.
No, they haven't even breathed on it. That mark of Alliance is further than they've actually gone in this match.
Yeah.
It's just been Alliance's aggression tempered by Gambit. Gambit now with the big lead, just controlling map, but like they are not willing to do anything. And Alliance, like, I don't know, maybe Loda is back there like, guys, chill. I'm serious. He's like pouring ice on Boxy or something. But also Alliance, you know, they were at least going to wait for their buybacks to come back. There's no reason for them to exit the base when you're in a position where a death on your troll is just GG.
Troll swapping out his boots for a Blink Dagger.
It's about time, honestly. He had queued that up way back when, and it's something that I advocate for strongly. If you're playing Troll, you want that mobility item, especially in a game you're winning, because it's what allows you to punish. There were so many instances where, like, maybe he can kill the Lich, maybe he can kill the Phoenix, the OD, but he's got no ability to position himself properly. And you have a puck.
This is cute, by the way. He has his Vlads in his backpack. Almost similar, you see Radiance being turned off to not give away that he's stealthed in the area.
We've really...
Yeah. we're really in there now. When Liches are doing that 60 minutes into the game.
Oh, bottom lane, Koifa.
Oh, speaking of that, bottom lane, go.
Koifa, go. What happened?
Koifa's caught, and this goes back
Bash?
to that. Koifa, oh, he gets out.
Does Bash puncture the BKB anymore? It does, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely was a chance for a stop there.
I don't know why I was thinking that might have been changed. Maybe it's MKB procs. They don't go through BKB anymore.
I think they do.
Yeah, the damage. Oh, yeah, it doesn't mini stun anymore anyway, right? I think the damage matters. I don't know. Guys, it's too damn late. We're approaching 60 minutes into the game. It's nearly midnight. This is game number 8 for me.
You can bash to stop the TP is the point. All right.
But blink refresher on Insania. This is the key. Can we check out win probability real fast? Man, that...
It was never too high, to be
I'm
fair.
just saying, looking at those odds earlier. 1 out of 3 for Alliance, that's worth...
yeah.
That's worth it. But I don't even know. This is one of those games. Oh, no, Boxy, not again.
He does have his buyback now, but I think he's fine. Yeah.
Nice.
the blink eventually. Dagon level 1, so he's got an ethereal blade too.
The E-blade is a sick pickup because it's a way you have no real way to peel against BKBs, right? And it's all about surviving through them, right? If you can E-blade the target that gets hexed, target that gets CK stunned, that's a save. That's a hard save. And now your ally can potentially pop his own BKB before coming out of there, or as he comes out of it.
Yeah.
Phoenix is a big target. Immersion does. The Phoenix late game, you have the extra hit count, but it's more important the supernova stun. It is a 4.5 second BKB piercing AoE explosion, all right?
It'll stop teleports, yes.
Yeah. More than that. It'll singe the hair on your legs.
At least. Nature's Prophet, he's constantly trying to pressure this bottom lane, as you'd expect. Again, the no TP cooldown, but again, FNG's here. Look at that. The Vlad's in the backpack.
No.
Oh boy. What are we going to see now?
I don't know, man. I'd like to see somebody look to make an aggressive movement, but thus far, the tail of the tape is don't try to go high ground, folks. It went well at 18 minutes, remember. That's how long this Rax has been dead, over 40 minutes.
Was it really that long? It was about the 20-minute mark, wasn't it? Jesus.
And what's crazy is it's actually still played a massive role in this game because that's why this mid tower, the tier 4 is dead.
Yeah.
So Gambit, you know, you're playing against a Prophet. Because that lane is always pushing naturally, Gambit have had to cover 3 waves. They can't play the Roche area. That's one reason Radiant's also got a big advantage. If you take that bottom Rax, it pulls the enemy side away from the Roche pit and away from those key objectives. They want to win this game, I'm sure. I'm sure Gambit want.
Ooh. Alliance, they want to go for a gank. They're using a smoke play. It's been a while since we've seen this.
Look at FNG. He reads it again. He reads it again. Look at the line. He knows what's up.
He's cutting the creepy. He's like, I got this, guys. No, he's not cutting the creepy, but he's chilling over there.
Bots 2 play. Bots 2 play. Here it comes.
Here we go. The bots 2 coming in. Taiga, he hits one son of FNG. The dust comes out. They find Lich. They're going for that quick kill, but he's forced half and away. He's going to be fine. Maker's locked down with the Sheep. The no fire on top gets pushed out, though. Down comes one Will-O-Wisp, but the Sanity's eclipsed with the Abyssal Blade. They'll put him under. That should do it in after the ultimate. No, it actually still on with the battle trap. He's got the heal. The BKB also going to go for the kill on Immersion. The double Will-O-Wisp is down. Immersion still alive. Gets away with the Icarus dive. He's going to stand. No, he does go down to the end, but they do lose the troll. Koigfa, he gets caught by the Chaos Knight of the backlines, and Will-O-Wisp helping a little bit longer there. Goes for the TP with the swap play. He is successful with it. Alpha9 hunting for more. They only lose the troll after all of that. Well, never mind. They lose the puck as well, still hanging around in the back lines.
And everything was used. They both have buyback. I believe Boxy has lost his 3rd gem of the game, unfortunately. But that still, all told, is not bad.
Considering how it started and the flank play from Gambit, yeah, I think that was actually decent for Alliance.
And kudos to FNG. That takes some serious cojones right there because he is, like, that was all him, right? He's camping in the woods. He actually, I believe, had a Shadow Blade, right?
Yeah,
he has a Shadow Blade.
Doing, yeah.
So this whole time we've been just kind of losing our minds. FNG has been masterminding.
OD, top lane. Oh, shit, kill. No, Alpha9 tears those bots 2 again. And they need to run now. Now this could be a turn. Koigfa, BKB going for the TP. He's good.
Yeah, but dude, Lich, so he knew exactly where they were. He Shadowbladed in. The entire squad is TPing onto him in Viz. And kaboom.
Yeah.
And previously, when a target was in Viz and you were teleporting to it, it didn't show until you actually just arrived. And I believe that's still the case. It may have been changed. I haven't seen this tactic in, God knows, like 4 years.
The way that was working, I would think not.
I don't think so.
NP going to pressure bottom again, of course, and we're constantly seeing, well, Immersion when he's alive, he'll be dealing with that, but...
But the thing is, so both teams now have this massive global pressure. So you can't solo push lanes safely. You can see both teams, it's like they both know what's up. They understand the game
wards
state.
All over the place.
Exactly, and it's in the same lane. Like the teams know what it takes to win this game. The problem is they both know. So...
We're in for another couple hours is what you're saying.
Possibly.
25 picked up on Lich. Talk about delaying things, and actually pretty important because we never really see 25 Liches, right? But the 60 health regen on top of his Frost Shield. So not only is the mitigation, but oh, by the way, they're just getting all this regen anyway. So if somebody has a Frost Shield, you're not killing them at this point. Refresher Orb just picked up by OD. He did use a shard earlier as well, so I don't believe there's a shard currently in an inventory. Just the orb that he has now.
Look at all the 3 Tinker Wards placed thus far by Gambit.
Now, this is where, by the way, Puck being 25, he's been 25 for a while. Obviously, that talent is adding up quite a bit.
Yeah, buyback's not available on Puck or Lich. Everybody else ready to get that extra life. Another smoke as these bounty runes spawn. CK.
They got him. They got him. They had a gem or something. He's going to be caught. The Abyssal Blade, but he is tanky. Has that heart. He's trying to beat him down. Did he use the Battle Trance? I believe he did. And he's going to be pulled right in. Going for Alpha 9 now. Mickey once again. The Battle Trance may backfire. He's going to be hexed. Where's the 4-step? And he got a support. He explodes though once again. The Sanity's Eclipse doing the work. Taiga's trying to run. Boxy the same story. He gets caught with no buyback. 6 minutes. 88 gold. Oh, wait. No. Timer. Yeah, no. He's going to be staying dead.
Oh, my God.
And now this is, he keeps using the Battle Trance so offensively.
No, yeah, like he used it. He used his BKB and the Battle Trance, and he was just in the river like, someone's gonna help, right?
Yeah.
No,
no.
I don't even think anyone has a 4-step except for Insania, and he's learned his lesson. He's got to play super
Where was the
far
Will-O-Wisp, by the way? Was that even used? No, it doesn't look like it was. That's a good point, actually. Was that locking him down or distract? I don't know what.
FNG, what a baller. He actually sniffed out that the Coif of Prophet might look to make plays. Look at him. He's just hunting lanes. Yeah. He's hunting lanes. This is so sick.
Meanwhile, he doesn't need to be here. What is he going to do to the towers,
exactly.
right?
And they found him. Here he comes.
Gaze.
And there's Doxock.
TP's coming in. They're going to get him. The Gaze pulling him in. Dahak beating him down. Koikfa, can he make a play here with the Sprout? Answer is no. He's dead. He has a buyback, though. They pick off Tiny meanwhile. Gambit's trying to do it. They're trying to finish the job right here, right now. Refresher sharp pot by Immersion, I believe. So I think he has a Supernova. He's not going to use it yet, though, despite getting low. Mickey trying to get in there, but again, he would be a dieback at this point, so he has to play careful. And Sandy gets pulled in. He's going to go down. The Will-O-Wisp already down, though. He has buyback anyway, so him and Nature's Prophet are back up with the troll.
No TPs.
It's just them 3, though. Oh, yeah, he's going for it, aren't they?
You can make a play.
Well, Mickey's going to be pulled in right here. He's being beat down. He's going to be a dieback at the bottom lane. Nothing's really happening, though.
No, it's not happening. They need a troll to get into base somehow, but you can see, like, dude, kudos to FNG, man. Yeah. What a game. How do you keep your team composed for so long? He's responsible for nearly all of the pickoffs, and, like, Gambit didn't make many moves this game, but the ones they did had some incredible shot calling.
Oh, Quake was trying, but he's not. They already called GG anyways, and yeah, there was no chance at that point. That's going to do it. Official Gambit makes the comeback.